All right, I'm up here at the Lenexa Library, Lenexa, Kansas, and I'm asking them about a decision on what they call an incident that happened. They hosted an event on February 28th that I attended, and the police were called on me. I was told by the library I was put on their incident report, and then some sort of decision on what kind of consequence for supposedly violating their policy. So they'd have a decisions within a week. So I stopped by last Friday, which was a week. No decision. So now I'm stopping back by again, asking about it. Hey, how you doing?
All right. How you doing, sir?
Good, thanks. Hey, is Adam available?
Adam is not at this location. He is at the Central Resource Library down 87th Street in Farley.
Okay, and so we're talking about the same guy. What's his last name?
I think it's Wathen.
Okay, so he doesn't even work here?
Not at this location. He works at the one down 87th Street.
Okay, can I talk to somebody in management then, please? If I
Let me
could?
go get some.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I checked back there. All the managers are gone for the day. I'm at this location, but Adam is down on 87th and Farley.
So who's in charge right now then?
Basically just the staff.
Okay, can I speak to somebody in the staff, please?
It's only just us staff, like patron services support staff. There's like no manager right now at this location. Only ones are down there at 87th and Farley.
Okay,
That's where the administrators are.
okay, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
Yes, sir.
Question for you. Since you're involved in this February 28th, trying to find out, supposedly I was put in your guys' incident tracking database.
Mm-hmm.
And was told that within about a week there would be some sort of a decision on whatever you guys would consider a consequence for that. And I stopped by a week later, no decision still. So I'm back again to find out what decision's been made on that.
I'm not aware of what the decision is. Do you have Adam Wathen's card?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And other than that, I mean, I don't have a manager here to answer the questions.
Okay. So
unfortunately,
Adam's
would be
the
guy
only
to
person that would know
contact.
that?
As far as I know, I'm sorry.
Okay. So a question for you. Is this violating your policy right now?
As far as I know, no.
Okay. How come it did the other day? Remember you told me that it had to do with picketing and demonstrating and it wasn't allowed. I had to go out there. Remember that?
Yeah.
Very similar life.
How's it going? We just had some reports that you guys are being a bit disruptive in here. We do have a petitioning zone, and when you're petitioning an event or anything, you are required to be in the petitioning zone. We just have a petitioning zone that's reserved for people who are speaking out.
So you're saying I'm petitioning?
I'm saying that you're in violation of the patron code of behavior. So we'd like you to come to the petitioning zone and stay there. And if you're not going to comply,
Why would I go to the petitioning zone?
It's reserved for.
I'm not petitioning.
I understand. I've asked you a couple of times now to come to the petitioning zone. If you're not going to
I'm
comply,
not petitioning.
We'll just have to. You would be trespassing at that point. The petitioning zone is right outside.
Outside
It's
where?
outside the library. It's in
I'm not
the-
petitioning though.
Just so you know, it's there.
What exactly tells you I'm petitioning?
The sign.
What about it?
Just that it's a sign, and usually people who have signs, we tend to assume that they're petitioning. You're welcome to do all the petitioning and all the. You're welcome to make your voice heard
I ain't
outside.
petitioning.
You're welcome to make your voice heard outside the petitioning zone. If you're not going to comply, then I'm going to have to ask you to leave
So are
for the
you
day.
saying by the very fact of what you call a sign means that I'm petitioning? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying
Is that what
library
you're
policy.
saying?
I'm just saying library policy. I was just acting on management's actions.
Okay, so management would say right now this isn't picketing or
I
demonstrating.
think that's what they're discussing.
Oh, they're still discussing it.
Well,
with the library, it has to go through a legal department as well.
Oh, what?
It has to go through the library legal department.
Okay.
Because we are cognizant of national as well as local rules regarding picketing. And I believe, although I don't quote me on it because I'm not an expert, all branches have a picketing area outside the library where signs and leaflets can be handed out.
Yeah, that part I understand. I'm saying, like, so you guys called the police on me on February 28th.
Hello, sir. How are you? All right, they're asking that you leave.
For what?
They said that they already asked you to leave.
Yeah, I'm saying for what?
The violation of the policy because of the sign, and that they've asked you to leave is what they're saying is a violation of policy.
Okay, let me explain myself here before you get yourself into some serious trouble. Okay. That would be a First Amendment violation all day long because everything you just said there, you said I'm not doing any of those things. What the issue is because you've said specifically this is what you're calling a sign right here. And that would be a violation of my First Amendment right, freedom of speech. It would be a violation of freedom of press. It would also be a violation of assembly and redress of government. It would also be unequal protection under the 14th Amendment, the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. If you want to move on that, be my guest.
Yeah, I have an issue.
Don't matter. I ain't done nothing wrong. But this conversation's going way longer than I need to. I educated you, 10 minutes ago.
All right, man.
Yep. Tell them about that policy. Tell them where they can shove it. Constitution. Tell them America on the way out. This is America 1, commies 0. It's a beautiful thing. Exact same sign standing here, and right now you're saying that it's not worth calling the police. And in fact, recording as well. You said I couldn't record.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, you definitely said I couldn't record.
They've also asked you not to film it. You have to ask them to comply with that.
It's a public space. It's open to the public. It's a public forum. By your own policies, this is a public forum, so you're allowed to record. Matter of fact, that guy over there has been recording. She's been snapping pictures.
I understand.
So the
The
fact
thing
that you're
is,
saying that you got an issue with me doing this is a public forum.
Anybody here recording basically needs to just
So much fun.
stop doing it here in this event because they've asked you to stop and you're being disruptive.
That's not disruptive. This is passively recording in a public space. It's not disruption.
What needs to happen is that we need you to stop recording.
You can record in the library, absolutely. That's your First Amendment.
So you said I was disrupting the meeting by recording in there. Remember we went back and forth over that?
That you're being disruptive and we ask you not to be disruptive.
Are you on any of the social
How was I
media?
disruptive? Because they said I was being disruptive? That doesn't
Making
really count.
everybody feel uncomfortable. That's very
That ain't my fault. That ain't my fault. They're uncomfortable.
If you're
On there.
not
What have I
gonna
done?
comply, or I take it you're not going to comply.
What have I done that made them feel uncomfortable?
$35 and like $30.
You're recording them. What needs to happen is that we need you to stop recording. We need you to stop being disruptive.
I'm not being disruptive. This is a public
They've
space.
just said
You
that
can
it makes them
record.
uncomfortable. They've asked
You
you
can
to stop,
record.
and we've asked you to stop. So if you're not going to comply, we will.
You can record in here. Matter of fact, looks like you guys got cameras in these rooms anyway, so what's the problem? I go as well.
Anybody recording, anybody being disruptive in here needs to go to the petition. Okay?
And I told you you were gaslighting me.
It's
But you're
about
trying to
your demeanor.
gaslight
It's
me?
just that you. No,
You've been trying to gaslight me the entire time you came down here. You're trying to tell me I'm petitioning.
If you're not
You're trying to
gonna-
tell me I can't record. You're trying to tell me I'm
You've been
upset.
asked
You're
by
trying to tell me
management
I'm
to
a
ask you to-
disruption. That's exactly what I told you. You were gaslighting me is because I could record in there. And I knew it.
You can record in
And
there.
now you're saying. And you tried to have the police remove me for that.
Well,
Isn't that
it was a
amazing?
matter of the event that was going on.
Oh, so you can't record in there if there's an event?
No, you can record. We were just ironing out the policy and trying to figure out what things like that meant for the actual event in question. Some people were reporting they were uncomfortable, so we had to address that. That's all.
By having me removed and told
I
that
asked-
that only I couldn't record. Meanwhile, other people were in there as well. It's
I didn't
amazing.
really see anybody else.
I pointed it out to you. This is a public forum, so you're allowed to record. Matter of fact, that guy over there has been recording. She's been snapping pictures.
I understand.
So what have I done that made them feel uncomfortable?
$35 and like
You're recording them.
So are other people. And this is a public space.
I'm going
anyways.
to talk to everybody here.
This is a public
I just
space.
came to you
anyways.
first because I just happened to come to you first.
I hope you know that I do have it all recorded. And you said, and matter of fact, I think you said, I'm going to go talk to him next. And you got up and just walked out. You didn't even talk to anybody. So you know that I pointed out there are other people in there recording. Do what you got to do, man.
All right, thank you.
That is what the website looks like.
And anyways, if you're going to believe them that I'm in there recording, so when I tell you that they're recording, why wouldn't you believe me? You just say, oh, I didn't see it. Did you see me recording in there with your own eyes?
I assume you were recording.
You
when had
assumed
your
it.
phone.
You assumed it? But you wouldn't take my word for it that other people were in there recording me?
Hop a squat wherever you like to. We've got some information here. Hi, how are you doing? Hi. I know you're welcome to have a seat there. If the kiddos want to have a seat on the floor, they're welcome to do that. They can have big people seats too.
Yes.
But
This is my wife, Anna.
oh, hi, Hannah. I'm Angie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
He drinks coffee while eating breakfast with a fork. I love sports, says Maddie. It's not a spoon or a fork, but kind of both. That way you only need one utensil. Does anyone else use a sport? She was just asking me what a sport is. She doesn't see one. After dinner, before bedtime, Maddie reads stories to me. They're about imaginary things, but Maddie makes them feel real.
I think, I mean, the incident was just kind of handled the way we handled it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom, because it doesn't really seem like an incident. Because if I was allowed to record and I was allowed to
Well, I'm
have
just
this
referring to
message
it
here,
as the incident because the police came. That's
well, but see what happened is I got put in your incident tracking database as it was an incident for violating some policy, and that's what I'm trying to get the bottom to. You guys are saying you're ironing that out.
well, the
What
management
violation of
is
the
discussing
policy?
it.
Yeah, what violation of policy would I have even done if I'm allowed to record and also have this message in here right now? What
As
violation?
far as I know, there's the clarification came back that there is no violation. That's what the police said. So you're allowed to record in the library. You're allowed to have signs in the library. It's just we just acted because there were.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about the police because they didn't do anything because they know it's a violation of my rights. What concerns me and the reason why I'm here instead of the police station is that after the police left, I talked to Adam and he said, we're going to put it in the incident tracking database and then we should know in about a week if there, what decision we made in terms of a consequence. Hey man, what's your name?
My name's Adam. Adam Wathen. I work here. I'm the associate director of the branch services and over all of our branches.
Okay, so what'd you guys find out about there?
We discussed this with legal counsel and the police, and we're going to be talking about it.
And what about? Did I do something wrong?
Yes.
What'd I do?
You violated our petitioning rule, or whenever there's petitioning in the library, that violates our meeting room policy, and we ask people to step out to the petitioning zone that we've designated, and it's inside of our policy.
What's going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Yeah, you said I violated some policy. What's the outcome on that?
Well, I've determined that because the meeting has already been disrupted and the people have left, that we're closing in 10 minutes. We're going to wait on this, and then I'm going to do after action reports with my legal counsel and with my team.
What's your report going to say? What am I to expect? What's the outcome?
Should we choose to take action against you, we'll deliver a letter that
That's what I'm
describes
asking.
that.
What kind of action could be a result of this so-called
Well, when
violation?
people violate our policies and are asked to leave, there are some times where we ask them to not come back to the library for certain periods of time, and we suspend their access to libraries.
So you're describing a ban right there? Is that what you're describing?
Yeah, we'd call it a suspension.
So what am I to expect? What's the action going to be for this so-called violation?
I haven't determined that yet. We will let you know if we've determined it
Just tell
on
me,
the letter.
you've already said I violated the policy in that regard, so why is that allowed, but this isn't? How is asking a question inside of a library a violation of your policy?
The content in a meeting room is determined by the people who have
That's not
booked the
true.
meeting room.
Your policy on meetings say that it's a public forum.
It is a public forum, and the
Yep.
content is directed by the people who have scheduled the meeting. That is what our policy says.
No, it does not.
You're welcome to look at the
No,
policy.
it does not. Do you know why the police didn't take any action there, Adam?
I do.
Yeah, what was the reason?
That's not for me to talk to you about.
Oh, really? Okay. It's because they're not here to enforce your policy when it's unconstitutional, which is exactly what we're talking about here and exactly what I've been trying to explain to you guys this whole time. This is called a constitutionally protected activity, First Amendment. When do you expect that decision to be made there, Adam, for us to contact you?
You can contact me within a week. That's fine.
Within a week? That's going on, 2 weeks at this point. It's been a while, and I'm still trying to track it down. And but you're now saying that there was no violation of policy,
Well,
so
I
I shouldn't even be in the. I shouldn't even be in. It just seems like I shouldn't even be in the incident tracking database. Can you pull that up, by the way?
I can't pull it up. I mean,
We don't have access to the database.
So if you were to add
sorry,
something to the, okay,
can I
yeah.
apologize for cutting you off. But to get my thoughts in a row. When something occurs in a library where patrons have like a face-off, for want of a better term, because you were at the Pride Joker event that took place a couple of weeks ago.
So you're aware of it? Yeah.
I believe I'm just going on second-hand data. Several of the people that were attending brought to the attention of staff that they were being made to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what they allegedly said. Yeah.
When something like this happens, we keep track of all events when there's a patron complaint or incident, and it's incident tracking database. It might sound nefarious, but we just keep track of patron complaints.
I understand all that. The issue is, though, if I was allowed to record and I am allowed to have this message, when they came to you and said that by me recording and me having this message, it's making them uncomfortable, why did you guys act to say that I had to leave and then call the police instead of saying, well, you know what, he is allowed to record and he is allowed to have that message after all, so sorry. How come you immediately wanted me out of there? In fact, we're gonna have the police remove me. You had me arrested for it. Now it turns
no,
out
we didn't have you arrested.
you were gonna have me arrested for it.
No,
You
that's
were
not
gonna
what
have
we
me
wanted.
arrested.
We wanted you to go to the picketing
See,
area.
the thing about you gaslight me all the time is I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either. The police were going to have me removed. They told me that you guys didn't want me in the library, so they were moving towards a trespass. And when you get trespassed, you get arrested. So you guys were going to have me arrested for this, and it turns out them feeling uncomfortable is what? What's that got to do with anything? That's a subjective.
They asked us to.
That's a
to address the situation
subjective.
because there were children and they were just afraid. So we came in to see what we could do.
And told me that I had to go out to the picketing area.
Yes, that's what I told you.
And I had to stop recording.
No,
But both of those things you've now acknowledged don't violate your policy. So why would I
The
have to
recording
change
doesn't
that?
violate the policy, but when somebody feels uncomfortable, we address the situation. We usually ask somebody with a sign to go to the picketing area. I understand you said you weren't picketing, my mistake, but we usually ask them to go to the picketing area that he was talking about, which is out front, so that you can be visible
Yeah.
and you can be
But I'm not-
seen and heard. But that was all. That was what I was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear all that. The issue though is that I'm doing it right now as well, and you're not giving me that same directive. It's the exact same.
Yeah, no, I
Exact same.
understand. I understand what you're saying, and I think the answer to, the verdict, all the final answers are going to come from our legal team and our management team, which I'm not a part of, so I don't know what their decisions were. I don't know what Adam said. I don't know any of that, so I just know what I'm told and know how to act. So as far as what we can do to help you, today, unfortunately this afternoon, I don't think there's anything we can do.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. One other thing though, it jogged my memory though, is that not only was it some sort of like innocent you trying to say, hey, we're just trying to address the issue. You and the director lady here, what's her name? Megan or something like that. Were like rifling through the policy with the police to find something to get me out of here.
I just informed them of the policy.
And so like petitioning signs need to be outside of the petitioning.
Which I just wanted to make sure that it was as far as find the policies disruptive.
You have your policy up that has all the rules and regulations on it.
And then can you also grab the name of the
A key piece of information you'll see in that meeting policy is that they describe it as a open public forum. They call it a public forum. Public forum.
Yeah.
And then so go back. So can you open up and over here? And let's go back to the. And scroll down to the bottom. Now let me see. Where's the petition?
Yeah, they're beginning even for their policies. Not bringing any laws. Number of policy. They get this. They get to do this. It's in the Constitution. So
Well, you know when it's right and look at.
everybody on whatever side they find themselves on gets to do this. So anybody gets to do this.
We have a policy on picketing that has to be designated staff. There is designated by staff.
Where's picketing defined in there? Because I don't think that picketing is going to be defined within Kansas law as picketing. Because there's only two people.
Designated protests and petitions always have
Public property. Put it out there.
Correct, yeah, but that we don't care about. But
It's
I mean,
only
it's more
closed
about
and
like the
branch
numerous
service.
and having opposing views and being disruptive to that program.
Maximize exposure of petitioners to patrons and prevent.
But isn't that open to the public? Like anybody can go to that.
The petition, it can, but then because it's like disruptive to the business of the meeting.
Officer.
I can talk with you somewhere.
So it wasn't just enough to say like, oh, we were just trying to address the issue and let you know. You guys were scouring the policy with the police in hopes of finding something to get me out of here.
We were trying to find if what you were doing violated our policy directly. The language of the policy, we don't have it memorized, so we have to go and address it just to make sure that everything is in order.
So you had come and talked to me, then talked to the police and sent them in to tell me that I had to leave, and you weren't even sure
At
what
that
the
point, it was just
policy
a
was.
compliance issue.
So now it almost sounds like it's just straight up discrimination is what it sounds like. If you didn't even know what the policy was, but yet you
We
were
knew what
going
the policy was. We just were looking for the language to basically,
get me out of there.
to figure out if what you were doing violated our policy directly, and we could show that to the police.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is the issue though. You had already come and talked to me and told me I needed to leave. Sent the police in there to tell me that I needed to leave. And now you're saying, well, we just needed to make sure you hadn't violated the policy that we'd already were going to throw you out of here for and have the police arrest you for.
What? That doesn't even make any sense.
Trespass is a last resort, and
But that's not what I'm
You didn't
saying.
want to call the police.
The point is, you just said you didn't even know if I had violated any policy or not, and you were already telling me I had to be out of there,
We asked
and
you
had
to do
already
something
told
you
the
hadn't done.
police. But you, based on what? You didn't even know if it was part of the policy violation, but you just admitted right there you were going over with the police about the language in your policy to make sure that a violation had or hadn't occurred. That
So
seems like
at this
that
point,
seems
what
like
can we do to
step-
help you?
That seems like step one there is what it seems like. That was like the last step is what you're saying. It seems like step one.
At this point, without management here, what can we do to help you? What would make this a better outcome for you?
Well, nothing at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that the best thing to do is just to kind of end the conversation for now, and then we can address this later through management or legal.
I'm gonna beep when I go through with you.
That's fine.
Okay.
would you like to leave contact details?
I mean, do you want to
for
leave your
management to
name or?
contact you?
Nope. The tough part about this is that it's almost impossible here coming here to get a hold of anybody. So that's the issue. You know what I mean? That's the issue. Because it's my fate that's hanging in the balance. You know, it might not seem like something to you guys because it's not.
Sorry,
even-
could you? I missed the first bit of what you said. Sorry if I cut you off.
Oh.
I just wanted to make sure.
I'm just saying my fate hangs in the balance
gotcha.
here, and it's hard to get a hold of anybody to know what exactly is the outcome. Like, am I even allowed to be here right now?
You are. You haven't
You're
been
absolutely
banned.
allowed.
How do you know I haven't been banned?
Because a letter would have been
Issued from
generated,
Yeah.
and staff.
You guys don't
would-
even know who I am.
Yeah, Mr. Spees.
How do you know that? I've never once told you guys my name.
I live in Lawrence, sir, and I'm a follower of sort of school board meetings and. local
Oh,
government.
okay. So you
I'm-
guys just were aware. You're aware of
I'm
who I-
personally aware of you, sir.
Oh, okay. Okay. And so, but that still wouldn't give you guys. All right. That still doesn't give you guys my address, though. So.
No, sorry, just to answer that question. When an incident occurs and a patron is barred for any length of time, a letter is generated. Copies of the letter are made available for in the branch that it happens, and if patron comes in and a member of a staff member that's dealt with you identifies you, they can pass the letter on to you.
Oh, okay.
We don't say, okay, this person's barred, look out for this person and kick them out.
Right. So.
You're a taxpayer, and the library is a public service.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
we welcome all patrons from diverse backgrounds.
I don't know about that one. You aren't very welcoming of this viewpoint right here. And in fact, I had a shirt on that said "Rolling with Jesus MIAK," and I think it had something to do with that as well. Or is it my shirt?
It's nothing. It's
Is it my hat?
It's just library policy. So
Is it my shirt?
I didn't address the shirt. I didn't really.
Yeah. Because that's viewpoint discrimination. So it's not welcoming. But so you said a letter would exist. Would you guys have access to that if you
I
knew
said
that one?
if
That's
a
what I'm
letter,
saying.
we
Can
are
you
going to-
check on that?
There's
no
been no
letter
has
ban.
been.
There's been no ban.
No,
I can
okay.
assure you of that.
Okay, so you know there's been no ban.
No,
Yes.
we would have been informed. Staff would have been informed if there was a ban against you. I don't think. I mean, I don't even know how we would ban you since we don't have your information. So
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to get to the bottom of here. You know, is what exactly is going on? How I'd even be notified of this stuff? Because up until now, I didn't know you
if
guys
they
knew
should
my
be in
name.
contact with you.
You can say, I mean, I know who you are. We don't obviously talk about patrons in the back or anywhere. I've actually wanted to meet you for some time because I have an interest in your work.
Oh, do you
Interest I
really?
do, yeah.
Do you really? Is that a genuine interest?
It is a
Oh,
genuine
okay,
interest.
Because you said you're from Lawrence, so
I live in Lawrence. I'm not from,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not from here originally. I follow a lot of events that go on.
Okay.
Is there anything else you need from me?
No.
Is there anything else that we can do
No.
to make you happy today?
No, I
or
appreciate it.
Anything like that?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Okay, you have all the contact information you need.
Enough, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I'm on duty, so if you want to bounce,
All right.
close.
I gotta get out of here. So
Okay,
thank
All
you
right.
for coming in.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. See you guys.
I mean, I'm on the desk, so if you have any questions, anything I can assist you with.
Your name's
My
Matt?
name's Matt, yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But like I said, if you want to leave your contact details,
No.
and pass it on to.
No. I prefer
You prefer
not doing
being-
that.
Okay. You prefer contacting rather than being contacted.
Seems that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yep.
I'll help out with you.
All right. Appreciate it. Okay, so that was an interesting conversation with those two library employees right there. They kind of gave some pretty revealing information right there in terms of, well, the guy with the dark hair and the beard, he's the one that came up and talked to me at the event and told me I needed to leave. And so he just revealed right there that, well, we wanted to make sure we knew exactly what the policy said. And I'm like, well, wouldn't you want to know that before you move to tell me to leave? I mean, at that, because that, if I'm not actually violating anything on your policy, which is what I'm maintaining all along, then there's no damn reason to tell me to leave. And on top of that, they were going to have me fucking arrested, man. I mean, the police were there. The police told me. I dodged a bullet on that one in terms of being able to educate the police before they went fucking hands on me. I mean, Marion police did not give that. They were not willing to listen and be educated. These two cops were. And so, thankfully,